Doctor Who is one of the most famous television shows of all time, but why is that? The show started in 1963 and was introduced as an education program for children. It is about a time-traveling alien who is named a Time Lord, and he's from the planet Gallifrey. He can travel through space and time in a blue police box called the TARDIS. The first actor to portray the Doctor was named William Hartnell. In real life, when he became ill, the producers of the show didn't want to end it because of how popular it was beginning to be. So they decided that instead of him dying on the show, that he would regenerate into a new man. This is an example. This is the 9th Doctor regenerating into the 10th Doctor. So far, there have been 13 Doctors, which means there have been 12 regenerations. It is the longest-running sci-fi show in history. It began in 1963, and then it ended in 1989. That is now called Classic Who. The new series launched in 2005 and is still going on. The new season is going to be released in the summer. They just had the 50th anniversary in November, and it was celebrated with a 2-hour-long special. What makes a great TV show? First of all, there has to be the element of adventure. Comedy is another big factor. Nobody wants to watch a boring show that's not interesting. A connection to the characters in the show makes it relatable and real to the audience, and keeps them coming back for more. A TV show that has morals as the main concept in almost every episode gives it that family-friendly feel and makes you think about life differently. And lastly, the fan base for a television show might not seem that important, but it actually is. It gives that audience the sense of family and togetherness when they talk to each other about their favorite episodes. Jason P. Vest, a famous sci-fi author, said, "Doctor Who is not merely the longest-running science fiction television series in the world, but it is one of the best. To its most passionate fans, this program is a holy object that inspires more love, devotion, and commitment than most human beings." He also said, "Doctor Who fuses emotional booming drama, terrific acting, moral seriousness, good writing, handsome production values, and memorable music that forces the audience to like the series." The adventure in Doctor Who varies in every way possible. Every episode is extremely different than the one before. The Doctor and his companions can travel through space and time. That means they can go to the past and meet Queen Elizabeth. They can travel to the future. They can meet aliens on any planet that is chosen. Or the directors and writers can make us go to anywhere that they can fathom. From Classic Who to the first episode of the new series and to the latest season, the adventure aspects of this show have been glorious and ever-changing. Comedy is a huge part of Doctor Who. Every episode is emotionally deep, and without comedy, it'd be way too serious. All of the issues and life-threatening situations they are put into are calmed down by the Doctor's sarcastic nature and his comedic relief. From his silly catchphrases, like "glasses are cool," to the way he can meet a new companion, and to the made-up words that he makes, like "wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey," are just a few examples of the way they draw the audience in with laughter. The audience connects to the Doctor through his companions. Every Doctor has one or more companions that helps ease his way through his long life. Imagine living for 2,000 years. Wouldn't you go mad after seeing all the corruption that's in this universe? The companion is there to help the Doctor see past the evil and remind him of the good that is still in this world. The companion, they go on these wild adventures, and they help him with whatever he needs. These right here are the classic Doctors with their companions. And these are the new Doctors with their companions. All different types. There can be two at the same time. Anne Cranny Francis, an author in general studies, says, individual episodes are the ground on which the fundamental narrative, the tension between human progress and development, and social justice and moral good is enacted. This pretty much means that each episode is about whether humans or even whether the Doctor will make the morally sound choice when it comes to certain situations. Doctor Who likes to point out the flaws that humans have, when hearing that a lot of people might be put off when it comes to this show, but honestly it is amazing. It really makes the audience look into themselves to see which way they would have gone in a certain situation. In this episode of Doctor Who, this blob-looking thing is the last full-bred human on Earth, and she decides that any alien or, I guess it's called half-blood, human that, like, interacted with the aliens weren't as pure and as good as her, so she wants to kill them. This woman, a human, killed her sister just because she didn't understand the new species that was introduced to us. In this episode of Doctor Who, this man is, he's pretty much like Hitler. He's dying and decides that he wants to make a whole new race of superhumans, so he introduces the Cyberman back into the Doctor Who universe. And this episode is personally my favorite. It is about, it's the first time Rose is introduced to the Daleks, which are the Doctor's arch enemy, his worst foe. And she actually shows the Dalek compassion, even after she finds out that he's completely evil. The fan base of Doctor Who is amazing. You can go to conventions, which is what this line is for. You can cosplay as different Doctors. This woman is cosplaying as the 11th. You can meet certain Doctors. This is the 7th Doctor meeting his fans. You can dress up like the bad guys, Cybermen Daleks. You can dress up as your favorite Doctor. You can meet the writers of the show. And you can even meet the actors, the Doctor and his companions. In conclusion, Doctor Who is one of the most well-known and popular shows of all time because of its ever-changing cast, its incredible chemistry between every character in the show, the action that each episode presents, the battles between good and evil, the adventure, the comedy, the connection between the characters in the show and the audience, the morals, the fan base, and so much more. The links to my people.